very good evening and welcome to News Highlights on MBC2 on the Go. My name is Margaret Mabando. First, the headlines. Sexual reproductive health services curbing school dropout, and Zambian artist advises budding talent to invest in networking. We have these and other stories in a moment. Glad you could join us. Some young people say access to sexual reproductive health services has significantly contributed to curbing school dropout among school-going youth in the country. One of the youths from Area 50 in Lilongwe, Honesta Shawa, says prior to the availability of sexual reproductive health services in her area, most of her age mates dropped out of school due to unplanned pregnancies.
I started taking contraceptive methods in the year of 2017, where I was in Form 3. And I started using Depo that the nurses are injecting me at the hospital. Then they told me that they have discovered a new methods of Sayana that you inject yourself. So I chose that methods and I'm using it up to now. The contraceptive methods have helped me to finish my secondary, and in future I'll go to college because I'm free and stable. I have no child and I'm not pregnant.
Commenting on the development, Executive Director of Youth Wave, John Nyirenda, says sexual reproductive health services have brought a paradigm shift in school dropout rates. He says it is pleasing that a visiting delegation of European legislatures considered engaging the youth on challenges they face in line with accessibility to sexual reproductive health.
I think the center of discussion is to see how young people are contributing towards a positive impact about their country, how they are using different initiatives to change their country, particularly on sexual reproductive health. The center of the discussions were about the cross-learning, how they are doing as the legislatures from the Europeans and how we are doing a different innovative initiatives in the country as young people and how we are changing it. The funding system in the country is not youth-friendly, and that affects most of youth-led organizations to operate because most of them they are operating on what is called self-initiative. They are doing initiatives that they generate income for themselves and they invest that into their organizations. But what if we make a deliberate move whereby different organizations that are working with young people, they have intentional funding that includes young people in their programming. For example, if they receive 100% funding, 20% or 10% of that funding should be channeled to youth-led organizations. In that way, we'll have what is called equitable play and strategic and equitable partnership for development. Malawi, like any other country, is founded on customs, beliefs, and traditions that are in traditional leaders and faith leaders are custodians, and it's a very big gap in terms of intervening on different aspects such as sexual reproductive health as well as human rights. But there is also a window of opportunity whereby young people they need to work with traditional leaders, they need to work with faith leaders as credible social influencers to change the narrative.
Commenting on the development, the Executive Director of the Family Planning Association of Malawi, Donald Magwagwa, says his organization will ensure the advancement of the youth agenda as it relates to sexual and reproductive health services.
I think we had very good discussions between the young people that were met by these parliamentarians. And I think now it's going beyond what we have always been the expectation that young people should be the beneficiaries of services, but now we are looking at it from a point where young people want to take the lead. As an organization, we have been working with young people and we listen to the young people, and this gives us further opportunities to explore how best can we engage young people to address their particular needs. Like from the discussion that we had this afternoon, I believe there are quite a number of lessons that we can take, and we will take it from there as an organization to see how best we can continue to engage with the Youth Wave as well as other youth-led organizations to advance their pride as young people.